Trump walks away from Marine One after returning to the White House on February 1, 2018 in Washington, D.C. President Trump traveled to West Virginia to speak to GOP lawmakers attending their annual conference. They really need to stop. Cease this talk about Trump getting the Nobel Peace Prize for his June 12 Singapore nuclear summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Television news anchors, reporters, pundits and all the rest, please stop the madness. Because, as we have seen thus far during our free fall into the end of days, the utterly ridiculous, if bandied about loud and long enough, somehow gets caramelized into surreal, horrific reality. Exhibit A, the Trump presidency. When asked by a member of the White House press if he thought he should get the Nobel Peace Prize, Trump replied, "Everyone thinks so, but I would never say it." That's the sound of a man on his knees begging. Trump's humility light was laced with his usual exaggerated bravado. However, there is no everyone saying you should receive the Nobel Prize. Trump, just your most fervent supporters, plenty of whom didn't know what a Nobel Prize was until they cursed Obama for being awarded one in 2009. It was South Korean President Moon Jae-in who put this Trump Nobel Prize stuff in the universe. Moon, like most world leaders, knows the most efficient way to manipulate our narcissist in chief is to compliment him. Seriously, have you seen a grown man so easily and consistently played as Trump? Toddlers and domestic animals aren't baited by the dollar store gags for which this man routinely falls. The blandishments don't have to be deep. Something like, "Mr. President, man, today your hair is killin' it," could earn a foreign statesman the keys to our country's infrastructure, or maybe, an entire American territory. Oh, wait, Trump has already disowned Puerto Rico. Trump gets played by somebody, somewhere, every day. Take, for example, a Trump press conference. When he's finished talking, he'll conclude a conference by saying, "Thank you." And as he prepares to walk away, reporters, having learned long ago that Trump owns about an inch of self-control, begin pelting him with questions, trying to get him back to the mic. It's what White House reporters do. But it works on Trump. That's him getting played. Obama warned Trump about this, among other things. Remember? Right after Trump was sworn in, the two were sitting in the White House before a ravenous wall of clicking cameras. Trump looked scared to death. After Obama concluded what amounted to a photo op, the press began rapid-firing questions, prompting Obama to say to Trump something in the way of, "See, that's another thing. When you've finished talking, they'll try to get you to answer more questions." Trump, who wouldn't dream of taking any variety of advice from Obama, falls for the okey-doke almost every time. And when he opens his mouth, he's almost certain to utter a bombshell to be used against him at a later date, as in, he had no idea where Michael Cohen, his attorney/fixer, got the $130,000 Cohen paid Stormy Daniels. By the way, what self-respecting white-collar criminal, and that's what Trump is, allows his fixer to publicly be referred to as fixer? The answer: the guy who gets his wife out of bed and makes her join him at 2 a.m. on a tarmac to voraciously exploit the arrival of 3 men released by North Korea. Discussions about Trump being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, before he's done anything to earn it, is life as usual in America, where the finish line is continually revised to accommodate a segment of society that changes the rules when it sees fit. Consider, here we have a president with absolutely no experience in government on any level, no interest in taking advice from anyone, nobody knowledgeable, anyway, and a political party that shamelessly enables his madness. Trump's administration, its deliberate and insistent defiance of ethics, rule of law and common decency, epitomizes America's dark tradition of unabashed hypocrisy. Anybody truly interested knows Trump's odious behavior in the Oval Office would never be tolerated by this country from a woman or a man of color. Yet on any given day, even from those who didn't vote for him, Trump can get a pass. Thing is, denuking North Korea is what Trump, as president, is supposed to be doing. Protecting America and keeping the country safe is Presidency 101. It's right there in the presidential oath. You don't get the Nobel Peace Prize for doing your damn job. Even if North Korea does denuclearize as a result of the Singapore summit, which is unlikely, Trump still won't be eligible for the Nobel Peace Prize, and here's why. More than a singular deed, the Norwegian Nobel Committee honors a vibe. Its recipients don't simply do one thing, they generate among society a feeling of hope and compassion that encourages a spirit of peace and goodwill. Obama received the prize for creating what the Nobel Organization termed a new climate in international politics. His presidency, though not always successful at it, strived to improve world conditions through international diplomacy, calling on nations to communicate and work, not in isolation, but together. Among Nobel Peace Prize recipients who have worked to make the world a better place, Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Elie Wiesel, Nelson Mandela and Malala Yousafzai. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is a name-calling, bigoted bully who lies and cheats as he breathes. This man would not survive in Nobel territory. There, the air is rare. Stephen Ivory, veteran journalist, essayist and author, writes about popular culture for magazines, newspapers, radio, TV and the internet. Respond to him via email protected.